everyone's having a fantastic
Oh,
morning,
shit.
afternoon, or evening, depending where we are. Yeah, we're starting now. Hi, we're doing more code realize. Yeah.
Do I have a cup? Yeah.
Do
I'm
you have a cup?
dying.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yep. Well, what were you gonna say, Masha? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so welcome in. Scally, thank you so much for the resub. Salem, welcome in. Jadis, welcome in. Yuki, welcome in. 1010, don't fight over the swords, please. Mon, welcome in. And Fruity Undertaker,
Fight
welcome
under
in.
the swords. That way there's less chance of falling onto one.
Yeah, please don't fall onto swords either. They're very, very pointy. But yeah, hi, my name is Ner. I voice Ajax as well as handle all the narration.
My name is 1010, and I voice Lupin Delacroix. They say it.
Uh-huh.
My name is Matcha, and I voice Saint Germain, Abraham Van Helsing, and Lionheart.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
one more.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Sherlock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
My name is Moji, and I will be voicing Victor Frankenstein, our main boy for this stream, Nemo, Alistair, and on the rare occasion, Cece, the cute little puppy dog.
And I'm Brevi, and I voice Impy, Finis, the late queen, and Omnibus on rare occasion.
God bless her soul. But yeah, anyway, it's been 2 weeks. I forget what happened last time.
They're trying to infiltrate.
Yeah, they're
He might
infiltrating.
be our dad.
He might be our dad.
Yeah,
That too.
And also, Victor might be Cardia's father. I mean, Ajax's father. Sorry, I'm using the wrong name right now. But yeah, that's all he really needs to know. Victor is like trying to investigate the terrorist plot or something, and we're trying to contact the queen, and he might be our dad. all of our dads. Woo! Yeah, so let's start. We run around the courtyard, but it's impossible for us to avoid the guards without any means to fight back. In a matter of minutes, we both have been captured. Well, it worked out perfectly fine. Soon, Victor and I are locked up in separate cells. Okay. Well, I had heard from Van Helsing that the palace had its own dungeon. Queen Victoria, God rest her soul, had ordered its construction recently. She continues taking strong measures and practices nothing but extreme caution where safety is concerned. I'd heard that it's also something that makes her seem like a strong leader. Probably. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch, Scully. It sends a message to those around her that anyone who acts against the government will be imprisoned. Not only am I shoved into a cell, but I've been handcuffed to completely strip me of my freedom. I suppose this level of caution is inevitable, considering that I'm also an accomplice to a known terrorist. They don't seem to know about the existence of or effects of my poison, though. Poison, huh? The word monster surfaces in my mind again. Why did he make me like this? Hey, Victor, why did you make me like this? And the note in Victor's journal, if he's really my father.
No, stop.
Ellipses.
Already.
Victor is my father. The words feel unpleasantly weighty in my mind.
Oh my god.
I hear footsteps approaching.
Not already.
I sense my body just a little, waiting for the person coming closer to appear. Oh, fuck. Fuck you, Voldemort!
This weekend. You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's car. Bad deal.
You just see Lionheart open his
You're gonna
mouth.
find a party.
And he just jaw, and that comes out of his mouth.
It seems like you have been to Big Bill Hell's. Did you know if you could just 6 feet up and not get wet, you get no down payment?
I don't need a car, though, Lionheart.
It goes against my personal code to go and not let somebody drive a car here, as we do not live in walkable cities. It goes against my personal code to lock a lady in such a place as this, but it's
Baltimore?
part
In
of my job in Baltimore. I hope you can forgive me. Also, be careful. The voice of Baltimore is a lot meaner than the voice of London.
Oh no! What do you want from me? And how did we get all the way over to Baltimore?
Well, I wanted to apologize for being rude to you. It was the Baltimore in me.
Rude? We're the ones who broke into the palace, and it's your duty to capture us. I don't think manners are involved in this.
Ha ha! That's a logical opinion. However, I am here to apologize about the past when I attempted to kidnap you.
Kidnap.
My subordinates called you a monster. Such investigative.
What?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Invective.
Invective? I've never heard that word. Should never be directed at a lady. But if you're a boy, you're a fucking monster. It's been bothering me ever since. Your brother is a monster. And then
Wow.
the Lupin stole you away before I was able to make amends for their crass behavior.
Hey!
I don't.
Gender.
Wait, did you hear? Did you hear a voice? I mean, I don't mind. I think monster's an accurate term.
I see.
After all, I did piss 6 feet in the air and not get wet. Did you come here just to apologize?
No. I want the truth from you. I've been speaking with the Dr. Frankenstein after this. I will. I'll be. I haven't been. For his version of the facts. What exactly are his plans for being here in Baltimore?
What? I don't know. We're supposed to be in London, but there's no way that Victor could have committed an act of terrorism, especially not in Baltimore. He's a kind person. He would never kill anyone.
But remember, in Baltimore, it's kill or be killed.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, is that the underground?
And Victor said he wanted to stop the terrorists. How could he be responsible for?
Stop the terrorists? How would he go about doing that?
Something is odd here. Landhart leans forward slightly in anticipation after I mentioned stopping the terrorists. I don't know how exactly, but Victor would never carry out a terrorist attack. He genuinely wants to stop it. Would it be possible for us to speak with Victoria, God rest her soul? Like her ashes, maybe? I want to talk to her directly regarding the terrorist attack. Maybe that way.
Now.
She'll come to understand our perspective. I ask, hoping against all odds that we'll be given a chance, but Landhart shakes his head.
That's for Her Majesty to decide. I don't have the answer you're looking for.
I see. If matters advance without our words reaching her, I wonder if she has the means to resolve the situation. Being the queen of a nation is such a distant concept to me. Also, being dead such a distant concept to me. I can't even fathom what goes on in her mind, her dead mind. Do you trust Victoria? Do you think she can stop the terrorists from beyond the grave? I don't understand her. The way she's treating Victor only makes it look like she's tricking everyone and forcing his hands.
You'll never understand. No. Her Majesty is trying to do what is right. She'll do whatever it takes. She is a person of great strength. Has to be to survive a falling airship.
Landhart narrows his eyes and speaks with a voice of recollection.
But she didn't survive that airship. Now,
Oh,
did she?
no.
Long ago, when
In a galaxy far, far away.
long ago, in a land where Egyptians played children's card games, I was a hooligan
Whoa.
roaming with the Pharaoh.
Oh.
Forest parts of town. I was forced to a life of crime to support my younger sister. That's right, I have a rogue backstory.
Whoa.
I was caught pickpocketing on the day of the Queen's coronation parade.
Queen's that old too?
Wait. Whoa. Oh yeah, from the Pharaoh, yes.
Yeah.
Her Majesty herself was the one who saved me from the brutal beating the gods were giving me that she directed the guards to do because they were working under her and she didn't try to fix her guards, so it kind of still is her fault. But that's how that goes. After hearing the kind of life I led, she gave me one of her brooches and told me to sell it for money to get by for a while. Then she offered me a paying job, saying I could become a guard and beat the riff-raff and street rats myself if I was willing.
Whoa.
She promised me that she would strive to make this a great and prosperous nation. That's when I decided to remake my life, becoming Her Majesty's Sword. Schwartz is as big as mine. Long since that day, I've never doubted Her Majesty is the greatest ruler that could ever be. And then the colonizations happened.
Lionheart's story is
Oh, no.
surprising. Man, I've been alive for I don't know how long. What's colonization?
I didn't expect Lionheart to be a swashbuckler.
Wow.
Indeed.
Victor seems to think Victoria is an enemy of sorts, but Lionheart truly respects her.
I had to fend for
Ellipses.
my life on the streets to help me and my sibling.
Which one of these is the real Victoria?
The dead one.
I'm sad now. A situation that you may find difficult to accept is awaiting you.
What?
Please. I ask that you have faith in Her Majesty. She fights out of her love for her country.
With this,
Goodbye.
Lionheart bows once more to me before returning and leaving the dungeon. You want me to believe in Victoria? She's dead! Lionheart's voice seems to indicate that this is an earnest plea. It's difficult to tell what was going through his mind as he spoke, but at least for now, I can't just sit and do nothing. I take a deep breath and switch mental gears.
Metal Gear.
Time to put our plan into action. Getting
Hey,
caught,
can't you
that
just
is.
melt the bars?
Getting put in the palace dungeons was one of the first steps in our plan to begin with. This was
Oh.
on purpose. This is where our mission actually begins.
Oh.
I check and make sure the prison guard has fallen asleep at his post. Then I gently raise my handcuffs to my lips.
Oh.
The chains react to my poison right away, smoke rising from melting metal. In a matter of minutes, the handcuffs peel away, leaving my hands free once again. At least it comes in handy in times like these. It's not difficult to escape the cell either. I gently place my index finger over the door's keyhole. Just as the cuffs had, the area around my finger begins to melt away and slowly turns into a steel-colored mush. Then, I open the door to the cell and walk out into the hallway, trying to avoid making any loud noises. Ellipses. The guard is still asleep. Thankful for my good fortune, I cautiously approach the guard and... I'm sorry! I knock him out cold using just my hands. A technique Van Helsing had taught me. I punch him directly in the face.
Just fucking punch him.
I take the keys out from the unconscious prison guard and lock him up in a different cell than the one I'd been held in. Then I make my advance quietly. I already know the location of where Victor is being held. I use the infiltration skills Lupin taught me to the fullest and somehow make my way all the way there without being caught.
Tactical espionage action.
Yeah. I found Victor's cell right away. They flipped the background.
Woo!
This is where things get a bit difficult.
It's reversed.
As expected, it's reversed, and Victor's cell is heavily guarded, with 4 guards all crammed into a narrow hallway. The pressure is much higher than when I made my escape. From here, Victor and I will have to work as a team. First. Victor, I'm here to rescue you!
Out loud?
My sudden appearance attracts the guards' attention.
Oh. What is that?
What? Your face isn't covered up. The guards start to rush towards me and something rolls by them. A button from Victor's white lab coat. It comes to a stop near the guards' feet. It instantly releases a blast of white smoke that instantly fills the corridor.
What are this? My eyes, dare you be burning?
Guard C.
Damn it! Gets back up.
Not gonna happen. I run between the guards in their confusion, knock them all out, one after the other.
Goddamn!
I'm so
Yeah,
much more
so
useful
got
in
that
this
training.
round.
The question is, will she be like even stronger than they are in Impy's route?
Yeah. That's everyone.
Wow, you have some skill.
Yeah, I was saving it up in Van Helsing's route because I did nothing
yeah,
there.
I mean, what?
I knew it was
What?
gonna happen here, so I was building my power that route.
Sure.
I was only able to handle them because you distracted them. If they'd been ready for me, I probably could have only taken one.
It's still amazing. I guess we have Van Helsing's training to thank for that.
Yeah, the whole route. I give him a brisk nod. Oh yeah,
Not
shit.
my tinnitus.
Suddenly, the tinnitus gives off an intense heat, and the pain drives me to my knees.
Oh.
Adrak?
I'm fine. There's a flash of pain and heat, but I'm all right. I can move. There's no problem.
Are you sure? Maybe you should head back before you overexert yourself and cause some real harm.
It's true that the pain had been so unbearable that I couldn't stand, but it's also true that I feel completely fine now. I shake off the feelings of doubt that are beginning to spread within me and look at Victor again. No, I'm fine. Let's just keep moving forward. We're here to stop the terrorist attacks. Let's meet with Victoria and get her to see our side.
I see. Sure, you're all right.
I smile and nod. I'll get you out. Hold on. It's missing a quotation mark. Hold on.
Oh.
Adrak's breaking containment.
I'm escaping. I set him free the same way I'd let myself out and melt his handcuffs.
Thank you, Adrak.
I'm glad we're both all right, Dad. Victor not slightly.
Shall we get going? The throne room isn't too far from here. We're finally about to accomplish our mission.
Yeah. If Lupin's information is correct, Victoria should be alone in the throne room right this moment. I'm sure there will be a few guards on duty. We'll have to get past them somehow.
Adrak, are you ready?
I wouldn't have come this far if I wasn't ready.
True enough.
I've been waiting 3 routes for this. I try not to fall behind as Victor begins to dash down the halls. I break into a run to keep up. We finally arrive. Queen Alexandrina Victoria's throne room in Buckingham Palace. However,
Something is wrong.
Victor's first words upon our arrival accurately describe the situation. Although this was a covert operation, we were prepared to face some resistance. We arrived here without running into a single soldier. It was so trouble-free, it's as if we were being invited in. More importantly, there's no trace of Victoria, who's supposed to be here. Does this mean Lupin was misinformed?
It could mean that somebody realized we were snooping around.
I get a strange feeling. It isn't silent in here, but there's a sound of many people being careful not to make any noise. Huh? I suddenly get chills from an odd sensation. It feels as if we're being watched by a great number of eyes.
Oh, oh mean. Oh mean.
Oh,
Ready your
mean.
weapons. Aim. Grief them.
I hear a brooding voice and guards appear from their hiding places in the shadows. The very mean guards. Leonhardt!
Damn it.
Victor stands protectively in front of me and looks around us. It's hard to believe that so many soldiers could have been hiding in here. They quickly form a half circle around us.
I thought I told you to have faith in Her Majesty. I'm disappointed that it's come to this. Everybody, be mean!
We hear a series of footsteps that seem to shatter the tense silence in the room.
I disappear.
The guards directly ahead of us step aside to clear a path and raise their guns in a salute. Walking towards us is a commanding woman with a beautiful smile. The
Queen Victoria.
You look so serious, Dr. Frankenstein, as per usual. And it has been quite some time since I saw you last, young lady. I trust you've been well. Glad you could make it all the way to Baltimore.
Why do you have a palace in Baltimore?
Don't ask questions you don't need to know the answers to. It's certainly an indifferent reaction to meeting the nation's leader. You should bow your head at least.
She chuckles as if she couldn't care less about the air of tension that permeates the room in Baltimore.
You've really exerted yourself this time. If you'd only stayed put, I would have paid you a visit. Not made me come all the way out here to Baltimore.
I'll never do what you want me to do.
I was talking to Adrak. But you're a funny man, Dr. Frankenstein. You've taken the exact steps I needed you to and walked right into my trap, and now I see you've developed a sense of humor.
How did you know we were gonna come here?
I have 2 palaces. It was a toss-up, but you're a small group, but each individual is highly capable. If their partner,
Antivirus
Dr.
alert.
Frankenstein...
Your PC
Oh.
is absolutely
Ver,
fine.
thank you so much for the raid.
Good luck.
Welcome in. My name is Neurosis. I'm here with Matcha, 1010, Moji, and Brevi. We're currently reading through Code Realize. Sit back, relax. Thank you so much for the raid. Enjoy the show.
If their partner, Dr. Frankenstein, was wrongfully accused, I was sure they would take some sort of action again. You practically crash-landed your ornithopter at the ceremony last time, right on top of my head! I was sure you tried to reach out to me from beyond the grave that you so cruelly put me in.
Hey, Victor, does she look transparent to you too?
Don't talk about that, I'm sensitive! And if you wanted to get me alone, common sense would dictate that you try to catch me when security is low. I'm sure you've realized by now that my schedule, that I would be here alone today, was bait to lure you here.
She smiles at us calmly. However, our panic only grows when we are faced with the current crisis.
And I'll be discussing the same matter again. You'd like to have your status as wanted criminals revoked.
I'd like to talk about that too, but there's more pressing concern at the moment.
So what you have to say is so important that you're willing to risk getting caught for a capital offense.
Exactly.
Are you trying to get revenge against me? Might be a little hard now.
That's not why I'm here. It's something bigger. Something that involves all of Britain. All of Baltimore.
And Baltimore? Oh, all of Britain and Baltimore, you say?
Victoria's
Damn.
mood takes a noticeable shift. While she had been almost ethereal, cryptic, and seemingly above us all, especially, like, huge emphasis on ethereal, suddenly she is as sharp as a naked blade. Such is the force of her gaze.
Everyone here is a loyal soldier who serves me, and I am truly concerned for the well-being of these nations, both of them. I'll listen to what you have to say. Tell me, what is it you've come all this way to discuss?
She gestures at Victor, indicating that he should speak now. The pressure in the room is still intense, as if to remind us that the wrong word or move can get a shot on the spot.
Twilight is progressing with a large-scale terrorist plot involving Zicterium. They were also behind the Zicterium-based attack that led to you putting out another arrest warrant for me. It was probably part of their plan to shift attention away from themselves.
Oh!
Thank
The
you,
go-
Leonhard.
Yeah, great addition.
My lady.
Oh,
What?
The goal of this plot is to cause mass murder in the capital cities of every country in Europe and Baltimore. Victoria, as the leader of Britain, I want you to put a stop to this terrorist conspiracy.
He explains how the attack using Zicterium would be carried out. It's such an intricate plan that with my limited imagination, I think it's hard to think that it would ever happen in this world, especially in Baltimore.
I beg you to believe me. I don't want to turn this country or this city. I don't want London or even Baltimore to turn into a city of death.
Victor's desperate pleas are the only sound in the room, and all I can do is stand and watch. There's a moment of silence. Queen Victoria has closed her eyes, and it's difficult to tell what she thinks.
It's unfortunate, but I won't be able to take any action based on what you've said.
What?
Her words of rejection are delivered so calmly and politely.
It's the truth. Isaac Beckford left behind an entire research facility right here in London. You'll understand everything if you just go there. You'll see that I'm not a terrorist, and the true danger is...
I didn't say that I don't believe you.
Then why?
On the contrary, I have no doubts about anything you've just said, but I won't stop these attacks.
I'm unsettled by these words and can't help but speak up. Why not? Why don't you want to stop them? I had to ask the question, even though I was already afraid of what her answer would be. She smiles at me as she responds.
Because I'm the one pushing this plan forward.
What?
I was behind the attack on the palace. It's unfortunate that I had to waste some precious Zicterium for a mere show.
She sighs daintily, as if the matter didn't involve the murder of countless innocents. She then looks over at us and speaks boldly, as if to clarify things once and for all.
I am the one who used Twilight to launch a terrorist attack. I simply took over the plan Finis and Isaac set in motion.
Are you out of your mind? Why would you do such a thing?
It's an option I had to take for the sake of Britain, just like the Vampire War 2 years ago.
The Vampire War, an attempted genocide against Delhi's race by the British government. The humans were victorious and Delhi's people lost everything they had.
An option you had to take? You're wrong. You made the worst possible choice available.
No. It was a necessity.
You wouldn't be able to say that if you'd seen that hell. If you'd only laid your eyes on it even once. How many lives do you think have been lost because of your creation, Zicterium?
I've seen that hell many times, Doctor, and I still say that it was a necessary decision to make.
Victor is unable to contain his anger, but Victoria remains cool and composed. The two confront one another from the opposite sides of the spectrum. You said that the terrorism was necessary. Why is that?
Weren't you listening? It's so Britain can retain its way of life. Everything is done for the love of this great nation.
She says this condescendingly.
The previous king, Edward, took strong measures against other countries to pursue his colonial policies.
Oh god, colonialism.
Where's Nemo?
No.
He took over foreign colonies and monopolized trade, turning wealth into a naval power, making Britain a mighty force. Of course, the price we paid was high. Other nations across Europe united, waiting for an opportunity to bring us down. It was Britain against the world. That's the sort of conflict that was brewing. Our national defenses became our top priority. And then the genius Isaac Beckford surfaced. His appearance was nothing short of a blessing for our country. Through Isaac's inventions and discoveries, Britain achieved massive military power. But it still wasn't enough to protect us from the entire world. Oh.
Oh my. Lost your name.
We need that
Yes,
more.
don't worry about that. It disappears sometimes, like my entire body.
Holy
We
shit!
needed
Is
to
it
make-
like
What?
it's like the end of the Alice game?
No,
Yeah.
oh my God, no,
No!
Where the
no,
twin just
don't.
disappeared.
No.
Don't
Shit.
remind me about that game.
We needed to make our forces look bigger than they actually were to intimidate the other countries into leaving us alone. I'm back. In other words, we needed a live demonstration.
Oh my god, you just like disappeared, like dematerialized in front of me. And
Yes,
you
it happens sometimes, after I died.
Don't worry about it. You targeted the vampires?
Indeed. We needed to show unquestionable strength without invading another country. The vampires then were ideal candidates. They were few in number to begin with, and the public weren't invested in them at all. We used that to our advantage.
You used them for such a petty reason?
Eddie, if we hadn't had that war, Britain would have fallen, doubtlessly in the most humiliating way possible, for an invasion.
Wasn't there any other way? Dialogue, diplomacy, methods like that?
If those had been the best options, I would have gone with them. However, at the time, war was the only method available. And now the time has come. Britain's technological and military power have come to surpass the rest of Europe combined. The calamities left behind by King Edward remain, and the embers of conflict he created are still smoldering. It's true that you reap what you sow, but that doesn't make it all right to allow Britain to fall. It doesn't make it right to rob the people of this country of their tranquility. I have been guarding Britain's military technology strictly as classified information. But in the not-too-distant future, the day will come when this technology gets out and our superiority will no longer be intact. When that happens, all that awaits this land and its people is destruction and catastrophe. That's why the best and only method available that ensures the survival of Britain is to launch a world war right now, at this very moment, to bring all of Europe under British rule via our superior might.
What?
What?
You heard me.
What?
What?
Wee-woo, wee-woo.
Oh, hush.
Don't
The
bring
greater the
Baltimore
gap-
into this.
The greater the gap in military strength, the smaller the damages sustained in the war. That's why I'm about to ignite a war right now, starting here in Baltimore. Do you understand?
No, I don't. I never understand.
I'm not going to explain it again. That was a long explanation.
Victoria's words are those of one who carries the weight of an entire nation on her shoulders. It must be such a heavy burden, and the decision was not an easy one to make. When she delivers her plans to us with such confidence and resolve, I almost find myself swept up in her views. Why would you need to stage a terrorist attack in order to achieve this?
I've been increasing the authority of the Crown and weakening the voice of the Parliament. But there will inevitably be those who cower at the prospect of going to war against all of Europe. We cannot win this war unless we are united in solidarity. What better way to do that than direct their anger at one foe?
That's what you meant about the incident at the palace being a show? You're pushing the entire country towards war.
Exactly. When one of your own is killed by an enemy, hatred toward that enemy will come naturally. As for you, Dr. Frankenstein, once you've been captured, we will publicize that you were an informant for the French.
No!
No!
Oh. After that, a similar terrorist attacks will take place in various European countries. Spain, Germany, the Netherlands. Everyone who's arrested for these attacks will of course be connected to Britain, and the nations will fall into confusion. Once we've reached the point at which the confrontation between Britain and the rest of the continent is guaranteed, war will be inevitable, and the one who will remain standing at the end of this conflict will be Britain, as I planned.
The scale of this plot is too huge for me to keep up with.
What gives you the right to take the lives of innocent people for the survival of Britain? Your idea of justice means nothing to those who will die through your terrorism.
Oh, boo-hoo. You're most hilarious. You're definitely best suited to devoting yourself to research behind closed doors.
What?
Also, those headphones are atrocious. Who said
Oh,
anything about
shit.
justice?
Oh, that's the worst insult ever.
This is evil. I deserve to be hated and resented.
Done.
Correct.
Oh, good, thank you. If it means I can protect my country, I'm prepared to smear my honor with evil and corruption. I mean, I'm already dead. What about you, Dr. Frankenstein? Do you have the conviction to thwart me?
Victor doesn't say anything, but stands still, his tightly gripped fist shaking. Then, Victoria looks at us and smiles.
I'm in no hurry to kill you. I do need the two of you, Dr. Frankenstein and Adrak.
How did you know my name?
We've already looked into the underground lab that Dr. Frankenstein mentioned. We found information on Isaac, Finis, and you. I came to know your name from the various documents we discovered about you. I was surprised. Who would have thought that Isaac created his own daughter? I didn't realize he had emotions before his death.
Before his death, I immediately react to Victoria's choice of words. Did you know my father?
How could I not? Being the leader of this country, he's the man who changed the very foundation of this nation. Why do you keep looking at Victor side-eyed?
Her words prompt me to look over at Victor.
God damn it.
It's
Is it my is it
it's Victor.
okay.
It's my fault. Adrak was created.
Judging from Victoria's attitude, Victor is not my father. He is
You
not
are
the
not
father.
Whoa! Yay!
Then why did he
You
write
gif
that?
of man
What?
jumping around.
Victor's still jumping around right now. Then why did he write that in his own journal?
We've gone a bit off topic. You really do keep looking at him a lot. But, as I mentioned, you can be assured that I'm in no hurry to kill you two. I just have a small favor to ask of you. If you meet my conditions, I'll lift the wanted notice on you, and we can forget any of this ever happened.
What do you want?
Victoria smiles gleefully, hearing the animosity in his quiet voice.
I appreciate you being so open to hearing what I have to say. Dr. Frankenstein, my request to you remains the same. I would like you, the creator of Zicterium, to begin producing it once again.
Oh
He
my
is the
God.
father of Sixterium. He is the father. Victor Frankenstein.
Oh, passed. Okay.
Okay, pass. What? Victor created Zicterium? Under Victoria's initiative, alchemists attempted to create the Philosopher's Stone, accidentally discovering Zicterium. I remember this clearly, as Victor had told me about it before. Victor, is Zicterium's father? When Victor had been talking about researchers, did he mean himself? Seeing my reaction, Victoria continues to speak.
Victor is the father of Zicterium.
Oh my
By
God.
the look on your face, I take it that he didn't tell you as much. But it doesn't make sense now why he feels so strongly about this thing called Zicterium.
It's because something I happened to discover has led to the loss of so many lives. I can't stand by in silence.
Victor glares at the queen as if he might charge her with the latest provocation.
Good luck, you'll go right through me. Victor Frankenstein, you were once called a genius and achieved great things as an alchemist. What you happen to create by chance can no longer be considered an anomaly. It has become necessary for Britain and her people. You're the only one in the world who knows how to produce Zicterium. You have the ability to change the course of a nation. According to the documents found at the laboratory, a massive cache of unused Zicterium is somewhere
Cache?
here in London.
Money?
Money.
We've been unable to... We've been unable to find any trace of it for now, so it's of no use to us. We're counting on you. Place yourself under the government's protection, begin refining Zicterium once again, and share your knowledge with us. That's all it will take to save Britain from complete and utter annihilation.
So Victor's knowledge that the government has been after him for is how to make Zicterium.
The choice is clear. Need I say more?
Victor shakes his head in response to her half threat, half invitation.
My answer won't change. No matter how many times you ask, I decline, Victoria.
Really? And why is that?
Even if it is to protect the country, that doesn't make it right to kill innocent people just going about their lives. A weapon with solely deadly uses. I didn't study alchemy to make something like that. Even if creating that weapon
Excuse
allows...
me.
No,
That's my line.
listen, bitch.
Listen. Oh! Even if creating that weapon allows you to save so many more lives as a result.
Once a weapon has been created, it can be used any number of times. That what a weapon is, a tool to hurt, not to save.
Really?
I will never do what you ask.
Victor looks back at the queen with a fierce resolve. He stands tall and confident, even while surrounded by guns. I have never seen him so gallant before.
Well, I appreciate a man who can stand up for himself, I suppose. Well, Dr. Frankenstein, why don't we discuss how to deal with you at a later time? Adrak, dear, I have a gift for you. Will you accept it?
Oh my god, a gift? Oh my god?
A present for you!
For me? For me?
Yes!
I'm caught off guard by the sudden attention.
Leonhardt.
Yeah.
There, wake up! There we go! Hello!
Leonhardt takes a step towards me the moment his name is called, hands me a small box. I open it and find a small golden pocket watch. However, this watch only had one hand to indicate the passage of time. The numbers on its face are not the standard ones usually seen on a clock. Hey, what's this? This is a shitty ass clock.
Oh my god.
It's a special timepiece made just for you. I would hand it to you myself, but I'm not exactly corporeal now.
Uh-huh.
That watch shows you the time you have remaining until you're no longer yourself anymore. Isn't that thoughtful?
Oh my god.
What? What? What?
You heard me. You seem upset. So you knew.
Why did you give me a timer, man?
You knew, and yet you deliberately didn't tell her. It's quite unlike you to be so sentimental and weak.
Victor turns his face away, avoiding my eyes. When he speaks, it is with great caution.
It has to do with your body. The Hologorium is going through a transformation. Just like puberty.
Oh,
Its properties are changing.
I'm going
like
through
puberty.
puberty?
Yeah.
Am I getting taller?
No.
It's changing. Where exactly does that leave me? Like, I can grow taller. I don't know. Maybe my boobs will get bigger. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Victoria, sensing my doubt, chimes in.
It doesn't mean you're getting taller or anything to do with your boobs. It means you're going to become a real, full-blown monster, an unstoppable force of death. I mean, you might grow an inch or so.
I'll become a monster? Like a tall monster? Like, are we talking like Godzilla
You know,
or...
you might be tall. I'm not sure about that.
Victor, are you a monster fucker?
I'm unable to respond right away to this sudden revelation. I should be completely used to be called a monster by now. I'm an artificial light form, but the deadly poison that eats away at anything I touch running through my veins. Even so, why do I feel so anxious? I'm already a monster, but like small and like human-like. How much worse could I possibly become?
Finnis did something to you at that research facility. He facilitated the awakening of the Ha-Ha.
She draws something from the pouch or pocket in her... From a pouch or pocket in her... Do we not know?
You never know which one. It's up to you.
Okay. In her dress. It's just in there.
From her boobs.
Her boob pocket.
It's a pouch or pocket.
The object in her hand from her pouch or pocket is the very same thing Pinnis had held against my chest at the research facility. I don't know what it's called, but it's that pendant with the red gem. My hands automatically clutched my chest as I remember the unbearable heat I had felt at that moment.
The documents we've found shed some light on this item as well. Adrak, it seems this pendant plays an important role in transforming you into a greater state of being.
Like Godzilla.
Sort of. Once you've been awakened, after some time passes, you will change into a different form, possibly reptilian-esque.
That will be a force of death? Will I fight Mothra? Victoria smiles at my weak whisper.
I haven't heard about the Mothra part, but you're a quick one. Once in that state, you'll be completely unstoppable, rampaging through the city of Baltimore, because...
Oh my god.
The poison stored in her body will be fully released. The current methods of keeping it contained will be ineffective. And we're not talking about melting anything within a few meters. Worst case, all of London will perish from the poison.
No, that can't. Victor's words caused me to stagger back a few steps.
You were aware of all of this, and you kept her ignorant. The nature of your kindness is questionable, Dr. Frankenstein.
Unfazed by Victor's piercing glare, the queen calmly continues speaking.
Listen, Adrak, we have calculated the time into the critical point using the documents, and have created that watch. In 30 hours, you will become the most destructive monster this world has ever seen, even worse than Godzilla.
Worse than
Shadow the
Godzilla?
Hedgehog.
Whoa.
Too little time to make any decisions.
30 hours? That's all the time I have left. In a little over a day, I'll be the center of a cloud of death.
Does knowing that now give you a better understanding? I'm glad you came here before it was too late. I know it was a bit of a trek.
But even as Victoria speaks, gotta hear the voices again. No.
It should have been you, Dad, instead of Mama.
Oh no. I hear my own. Oh no. I hear my own voice in my head.
I have the means to protect you. Even if you do turn into a monster, I can control you and prevent you from killing anyone. Adrak, do as I say.
Victoria's words have a gentle ring. She extends her hand to me as if inviting me in.
Secret Victoria route?
Come on, take my hand. Come on.
Hmm?
No. She's not like that. Adric,
What?
you
I'm
don't
fine.
have to listen to her. I
Listen
promise.
to her.
I'm talking here. I promise. I'll take care of your poison.
In just 30 hours.
30 hours is more than enough time.
You're bluffing, Dr. Frankenstein. Your claim is unfounded.
I am not bluffing. I am determined. I will save her no matter what. I'll get that poison out of her body, and I swear it.
Victoria throws Victor a derisive glance at his outburst, then turns back to me with her unchanging thin smile.
If you don't take action to prevent it, you'll be responsible for the deaths of everyone you hold dear. Even Dr. Frankenstein, standing beside you right this very moment, will die from your poison.
I cautiously glance over at Victor. His expression is tense. Just the thought of his death makes me extremely uneasy. Just uneasy, though.
Oh, okay. I'm suggesting that you allow me to protect you so none of that happens. Come with me, Adrak. I can save you. Secret route.
Memories of my past begin to surface in my mind as if summoned by what she says. A loved one. Her voice growing weaker.
Oh,
A dark
Hey!
cave.
it was the Lady Eye voice.
A body unmoving. That's
A
right, I
body.
am. Oh fuck, you're close.
Adric, don't fall for what she's telling you. Victoria only wants to use you. You don't have to listen to her.
You see, don't you want to save Dr. Frankenstein, who genuinely wants to save you? Come now.
The Queen and Victor stand to either side of me. She beckons to me unmistakably. If I take her hand, will I be spared from killing anyone? Will I be spared from killing those I love? Will I be spared from killing Victor with my own hands? If I'm only going to relive my past mistakes, and the poison within me will eventually kill Victor. Even if Victoria is only trying to use me, I want to be under her protection. It's these thoughts that prompt me to take a step forward, but Victor stops me, putting a hand on my shoulder.
You mustn't go, Adric. Calm down. Look me in the eyes.
I don't want to become a monster.
Adric, listen to my voice.
Victor's shout echoes through the throne room. Are we gonna step towards her or step back? If you want to help weigh in on this decision, you can select the channel point redeem, grab our controller, and you can select it.
I forgot that Lady Eye voice in the cave was on Common Route.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was also a really good scene.
Yeah, it was.
Where the fuck's my D20?
You lie, I cannot. What do you mean oh shit, never mind. Pause everything. I forgot to do it.
Oh,
Oh.
no!
I forgot to activate it. Sorry. There, it should be good now. Whoopsie daisy.
Oopsie poopsie.
Oops. It's always something I forget.
Hee
Okay, now you can do that. Okay, Salem, what do you want to pick? Step towards her.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Just a second, I'm checking something.
They're like, is that
Seeing
gonna
your-
put us on the death route?
It's fine. I'm just gonna do something real quick.
Yeah, you might want to do something.
It's fine. You know,
Okay.
Salem,
That's
you made a great
cool.
decision. We'll
Salem's trying to
definitely live
kill us.
here. We're going to
Yeah.
live. Salem, don't worry about this. I'm just gonna step towards
Salem?
her. Victor, I'm sorry. Salem wanted me to go. I shake off his hand and walk over to Queen Victoria.
Adric.
Victor tries to run after me, but the guards quickly grab him.
Ah!
Why? Why would you make that choice after all we've been through?
There was a time when I couldn't give up living alongside other people, the people I loved. Because of that, I shattered the lives and happiness of those dearest to me. You're all so precious to me. And Victor, you're the most important person to me in this entire world. That's why I shouldn't stay by your side.
Why? You're important to me too. I care about you.
I will see to it that your decision is honored. My route now, bitch.
I silently nod. And then I bid my last farewell to Victor. I don't know what awaits me now that I've made this choice, but no matter what happens to me beyond this point, I pray from the bottom of my heart that Victor has found his happiness in his life wherever he is.
Wow.
Anyway, we beat the
Is that
game.
our first bad end?
Yeah. Oh.
No, we've gotten a bad end before.
Whose bad end did we get?
I forgot.
I tied.
Saint Germain.
Yeah, Saint Germain got a bad end. He stabbed
No,
us.
say, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, Saint Germain stabbed
That
the
was
shit out
so
of us, didn't we?
anticlimactic.
I know.
Saint Germain stabbed the shit out of us, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
All right, let's step back. I'm sorry, Victoria. I can't do as you ask either. If Victor says that he can save me, I'm going to trust him. I realize that my happiness depends on staying by his side and supporting him. No matter what anyone says, I can't go with you. I take a step away from the queen.
Adrak, thank you for believing in me. I'm going to save you, I promise.
I know. You're the most reliable person I know.
Very well. I understand how you feel being a coward and not wanting to go on my route. I didn't want to resort to using force, but I suppose I have no choice. I'll have to have you confined until you reconsider.
I'm sorry, but we don't intend to get caught again.
Easier said than done. How do you intend to extricate yourselves from the situation you're in right now?
I can sense the soldiers around us tightening their grips on their weapons as if anticipating Victoria's orders. Victor doesn't respond to her question and remains still, simply observing the room.
1 second, I have to wrangle a cat. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Meow.
Meow. Meow.
Ram.
Meow. 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 Meow.
He's vicious. Okay.
Meow.
Leonhardt,
Meow.
command your men to fire. Aim for their legs.
Her voice is cold. It's obvious that she has decided that we are her enemy. However,
Meow.
I'm sorry? What is the matter, Leonhardt? Why did you make that noise?
a fleeting expression of doubt crosses Leonhardt's face.
Adrak, close your eyes.
Seizing the opportunity, Victor rips a button from his coat and dashes it into the floor.
And if you close your eyes.
A mind-numbingly high-pitched noise and
Does it
intense
hurt?
light fill the throne room.
What? Do not let them escape. You must capture them. What the hell is wrong with you?
Victoria's command is loud and clear. The soldiers suffer the brunt of the flash and are in no condition to act.
Adrak, run!
Victor takes my hand and starts running. I have to run at full speed so I can keep up with him.
Yeah. Adrak, can you keep running?
Yeah, I'm fine. We evade our pursuers and exit the palace. Now, as long as we can escape the palace grounds, we can lose them in London crowds. Or so we thought.
Down, you bitch!
Shut him!
There are already many soldiers gathered in the courtyard. Victor pulls me close and looks around us. There's no place for us to run.
It's fine. We've got backup.
Victor
The
looks up
moon.
at the night sky as he whispers this to me, cutting through the darkness. Oh, shit!
Oh, I thought it
Whoa.
was gonna be the moon.
No!
We're here to rescue you!
The ornithopter approaches, piloted by Impy.
You're starting to sound like the TF2 yells.
Yeah.
That sound like the spy.
Yeah.
No, can't do. You're not going to ignore us. Eyes on me.
Lupin pops his head out from the edge of the ornithopter and drops several orbs down on the soldiers.
Names? Fall back, Gwen! Fall back! Grenade the platypus!
The soldiers run off in panic. And a colorful array of fireworks goes off.
Ah! How you like that? Look at them. Runny's scared. I hit a cup on my table.
What?
As the soldiers take aim, the ornithopter dives and levels out low to the ground, still going quite fast.
Out of the way, bitches!
Trailing smoke, it zooms through the crowd of soldiers.
Oh, chemtrails.
No! I can't see where they go.
We can't thank Impy and Lupin enough.
A
Now let's
test
get
of
out
your
of here.
reflexes!
Now let's get out of here.
I nod vigorously in agreement. Ellipses. We run and run, and we finally escape, reaching a place that seems safe.
We managed to get away, even after being kicked in the face.
Wait,
Oh god.
oh god, I hear one. You must be tired from running at full speed. Victor leans against the wall with a smile, watching me.
You never cease to amaze me. You aren't short of breath at all after all that running? I'm not talking to you.
Why aren't you capturing us, by the way? Like, aren't you soldiers? Okay. That's
Oh.
right. I suppose my body is still definitely designed to be unique.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to come across like you weren't human or something.
Don't worry, I know what you mean. We take a breath for several minutes so we can catch his breath. Afterwards, Victor turns back to me.
You're probably very confused right now. So many truths were revealed to you all at once.
Yeah, I feel like my head's going to explode.
I'm sorry I kept it from you. I was only being selfish by hiding the truth from you, thinking that it was my decision to avoid causing you any pain.
Victor looks serious. For some reason, I can't look him in the face and stare at the pocket watch instead. There's only one hand and it just passed. What? Past what? Past what, Atrac? When the hand reaches zero is when I become a monster. I wonder if that's true. Maybe it's best for everyone if I go somewhere where I can't hurt any people and stay in hiding. It's just an idea that pops into my head. But CG time.
I won't let you. I'd never let you do that.
He gently but firmly takes my hands as if to say he would never let go.
You've saved me so many times. Even though I hadn't told you anything, you've always been concerned about my well-being. You said I was important to you. There's no way I can leave someone like that to fend for herself. I'm not going to let you turn into a deadly monster. I promise.
I feel Victor's grip on my hands tighten.
You're a kind-hearted girl. I'll never allow you to become a monster.
The sincerity in his words drilled straight into my heart along with his earnest gaze, and the gaze of the other two people that followed us. Touched by his sincerity, I find myself thinking, reaffirming. Ah, this man's so precious to me. That's what I feel right now. Victor gently releases me.
And saving you is my way to atone.
Atone? For what?
Let's get back to our hideout. I'll tell you everything, I swear. No more secrets.
All right, tell me everything. We smile at each other. We smile at other. We smile at other, and then my chest. The ha 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 burns with an excruciating heat.
Adrak?
I can't speak and fall to the ground.
Adrak, what's the matter, Adrak?
I hear Victor's voice from a distance. Unable to respond, I feel my consciousness drip into the depths of darkness. Kingdom Hearts.
The door.
No!
Darkness.
No!
Chapter 11. The Alchemist
The door to
Secret.
darkness.
Oh shit.
The door to
The
darkness.
Alchemist's Secret. The Alchemist's Secret.
The
Dash,
Alchemist
dash.
of Dusk.
The Alchemist's Secret.
The
Full
Alchemist
Metal
Secret?
Alchemist. Dash, 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 dash.
The
I'm
Alchemist
dreaming.
Stone.
Elaine, how about... Hey, Elaine, welcome back. How about this?
Oh my god. That's no good. They're similar, but that one's poisonous.
Oh, so we
Remember her
can't eat
voice?
it?
You're welcome to give it a try if you don't mind an upset stomach.
Shit, who's Eddie?
Wait, which one's the mom? I forget.
I am.
Elaine's
the mom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's a child?
Wasn't it Matcha?
Oh.
Both of you, look at this.
I turn around and see Eddie wearing a crown of flowers, laughing in the light coming in through the trees. Now we're heading back home after helping Elaine with her work. Once we're back, I'm going to show her my knitting. Elena taught me how to do it, and I've been practicing during the night. They're both going to be so surprised.
What is it? Why are you smiling?
Hee hee. It's nothing. I'll tell you later.
Oh, I wonder what it could be. I can't wait.
I nod to her as Eddie runs towards us, waving.
I'm dead, Adrak.
I'm so happy, but why did she whisper that she's dead? I want to live like this forever. Forever and ever.
Well, that's a nice thought.
Oh shit,
Oh
we have a time.
shit!
Oh my god.
Oh my god, is this a 24
Oh my
episode?
god.
Oh no.
Are we watching 24?
9 hours remaining. I look up at the clean ceiling. I can't quite figure out how I
Not
got
another
here.
safe house.
No, we're in a safe house. Oh, it was in the forest
No.
with Elaine and Eddie just a moment ago, but now I'm here in this safe house, undecorated safe house? Ellipses?
No.
All right, that was a dream. Are we leaving here anytime soon? When I say it out loud, the happy feeling I had fades away. The pocket watch by the bed catches my eye, and I pick it up. The hand is pointing to the number 9. Meaning I've wasted over 20 hours since I fainted.
Holy shit, dude.
9 more hours. In 9 hours, I'm going to become a true monster. And yet, ellipses. It's all too sudden for me to process, and I can't seem to take it seriously. Where is everyone? I'm in a daze and can't collect my thoughts.
Hmm? Adrak! Oh, good. You're awake.
Victor appears at just the right moment. It's immediately apparent from the look on his face just how worried he had been about me.
How do you feel? Does anything feel strange?
No, I'm fine, but
Huh? What is it?
I feel the weight of the pocket watch in my hands and slightly bow my head towards him. I'm so sorry for sleeping for such a long time. I should be helping more. Victor smiles as if I'd said something funny.
What are you talking about? You were so unwell that you passed out. It's not something to feel guilty about. Oh, while you were asleep, we tried searching for the Zicterium.
He gently sits down beside me, his face close to mine.
We found some useful information in the process.
Information? What is it?
Back when I was working on the development of the Philosopher's Stone, you know, just like in Full Metal Alchemist, there was someone involved in the project who wasn't directly related to its development. We've been able to track this person down. It might not be a strange lead to the Zicterium itself, but it's still a clue. There's always the possibility that it might lead to something. The others who are out right now are headed there.
Victor balls his hands into fists. When he next speaks, it sounds more as if he's talking to himself than to me.
I'm going to get the Zicterium before the government does, no matter the cost. If we can just get rid of it, it will put an end to Victoria's plan.
Victor. He must be gripping his fists extremely tightly. It looks like his nails are digging into his flesh, but he hides his hands from my view.
And regarding your poison, I'm sorry, but I haven't made any breakthroughs that would allow me to deactivate it.
I see.
I'm so close. I've been trying to do something about it for a while now. Ever since I met you.
Was Thomas helping?
Of course. He's vital. I've been applying all of my knowledge and Thomas's as well. That I have. I know that I am so close to finding a cure.
I know Thomas helps out a lot, doesn't he? Victor,
Of course.
Victor looks down, his eyes filled with frustration and rage. Those guys are still here, by the way. Are they just here now?
They're hiding on the other side of the window. I think they're fine. I'm not quite sure.
He's telling he's telling the truth. He probably has been trying to find a way to help me all this time. I can tell how hard he's been working just by taking one glance at him. Thank you. I whisper my appreciation. But I wonder, when he hears me say this, his expression turns to one of pain.
I'd do anything for you. I want to save you, even if I'd have to give my life in exchange.
He says this almost like it's a warning to himself. It's as if he's telling himself that he must be prepared to die for my sake. His eyes are kind as he says this, though. Why? Why would you sacrifice so much for me?
What?
I'm not even human. I'm a monster created to spread deadly poison. Everyone should be revolted by my very existence. I deserve to be chased away wherever I go. My life isn't worth yours. My voice is barely above a whisper, but it is filled with genuine emotion. My words could have been taken as a rejection, but Victor gently smiles at me.
I told you before, you're not a monster. You're a normal girl, and you deserve happiness each and every day. And I don't want to lose you. I want to save you, and only you.
His words are serious. Yeah, right, guys? If I really do become an uncontrollable creature, that would probably mean I would drag him to his death without any hesitation. I'm going to take this kindness that he's showing me and completely shatter it. I'm terrified that this will all come to pass in such a short time. Should I say, don't be so kind to me or I won't be alone? Remember, you
Yeah,
can...
until I eat my fries.
Yeah, you have until 1010 eats his fries to make your decision or 1010 roll. How are the fries, by the way?
They're
Okay.
good.
Oh, okay. That's good.
My mouth was full. I don't know what to tell you.
Wow. Couldn't even answer me with his mouth is full. Oh my god. The audacity over here.
Alright, rolling the d20.
All right.
Don't be so kind to me.
Don't be so kind to me.
Audio jungle.
Victor, stop treating me so kindly. I'm going to turn into a real monster soon. If that happens, whatever we have between us will be over. It'll probably be less painful for us both, so we don't have as many memories to look back on, so...
No. I'm going to stay with you.
Why? It's going to get you killed. I couldn't bear that. Victor's death. Just thinking about the concept makes my mind go numb. And considering the path of all of the routes so far, he is in danger of that. But he takes my... But he takes May's hand and says with quiet determination...
Gonna be May.
He takes May's hand.
It's not that I'm not afraid of death. What I'm really afraid of is running away from you. I don't want to scream and cry and leave you behind without fighting or putting up any kind of resistance. I don't want to be like that anymore.
My chest grows tight. Victor's kindness is almost painful. It's my fault Adrak was created. The words I saw so clearly in that book won't leave my head. What am I to Victor? Am I the only one who thinks of him as a friend or even something more? I gathered from his conversation with Queen Victoria that Victor is not my father. Gotta be sure of that. Then why would he write something like it's my fault in his book?
Just have to make that very clear.
He is not my father. Ellipses. What must be going on through his head when he looks at me now? Soon I won't be me any longer. My restlessness and anxiety are causing me to become more and more negative.
Adrak, what's the matter? Do you feel unwell?
I shake my head, then make up my mind. Victor, there's one thing I need to apologize to you for.
Apologize?
When you left St. Germain's mansion, I searched your room, trying to figure out where you went. And I found your journal there.
Journal? Oh, you didn't.
Yeah, I read your diary. I did. I looked through it, and you wrote that it's your fault that I was created. I thought you were my dad for a while. It's fine now. I need to know what it means. I need answers. Victor can tell that I'm asking without me having to say it. He falls silent, averting his eyes from mine. If I'm going to lose myself in 9 hours, I want to know. I may never again have the opportunity to find out. Tell me, Victor. I want to know about you. I don't care if it's something I don't like hearing. I just want to know. I want my thoughts to be of you until the very end.
Adrak.
The soft sound of the clock ticks the small room. Underscore Victor.
What?
What?
Whoa. This
Holy
isn't the real Victor.
Hello?
This game is falling apart in Victor's round. That's so weird.
Like, it's weird. Like, did they do Victor's? I mean, it can't be last because Lupin's. Oh God, how's Lupin's gonna be?
Oh no. Am I gonna have two different janky routes? Because the other one's in Chate.
I see him struggle. Whether to speak or hold his silence, he wrestles with the indecision for a moment. Then he heaves a long, deep sigh as if he's come to a difficult decision.
I'll try to keep my writing in that journal limited to only the subjects of my research. It's not very scientific to add your own emotions, and technically, it's unnecessary when you're only keeping records. But I couldn't help but write that. It's like I was able to shout and release all the thoughts I couldn't share.
Victor forces a wry smile as if laughing at himself.
Every time I think about ripping those pages out, throwing them away, but I always leave them.
I'm sorry for reading your diary, but I was worried about you.
I know. It's alright.
Our eyes meet, and eventually he gives me a slight nod.
I'll tell you everything. Even if that means you might despise me for it. But I don't care. I deserve that after what I've done.
I'd never despise you. I've been watching you with my own eyes. You're important to me. He smiles in response and looks up at the ceiling, searching for the right words.
I'm not sure where to start.
He looks down at the floor, then back up at me.
I don't think I can explain it properly. Is that alright?
I don't mind. His lips begin to weave his story, hesitantly at first, but slowly picking up speed. It's the story of his life until this very day. He shares his story with me, filled with guilt and regret. Backstory time.
I'm originally Swiss by birth.
It's originally.
Originally, my bad.
Oh
Mummy.
God.
Oh,
No.
no.
It really is pulling apart the
No.
in this route.
I came to Britain wanting to become an alchemist, and was lucky to have my wish granted of entering the Royal Society. There, of course, I studied alchemy and carried out research. I made deductions based on past data, experimented, and considered the results. I was completely captivated by the new modern form of alchemy based on the scientific method. We found treatments for diseases that were thought incurable and created new forms of material that could benefit society. It felt almost like magic. I lived every day completely absorbed in my work. It was a fulfilling time. Then one day, a paper of mine was highly regarded, and I was given the position of lead researcher on a huge project backed by the government. That was the plan, to recreate the Philosopher's Stone. It could change base metals into gold, extended one's lifespan into immortality, and even created new souls. An unparalleled feat that no alchemist throughout history has been able to accomplish. I was chosen to be the one responsible for making it a reality. Obviously, it was a great honor. That's what I thought at the time. My research might lead to improving the lives of many people. It might be the first step to achieving a new world. I accepted the assignment with enthusiasm. I moved forward with the research, taking advantage of the massive funding, and was determined to succeed. But in the end, I wasn't able to recreate this Philosopher's Stone. The only thing I did create was a process that resulted in a useless, deadly toxin. Just Zicterium. I was held responsible for the failed research project and had to leave the Royal Society. When things were at their worst for me, Isaac, your father, took me in. He told me that my talents were second to none. He put in a good word for me and got me a new job as the government's head alchemist. I was thrilled. I didn't know anything at the time. No, maybe I didn't want to know. there's still much more I can do to contribute, and I'll do whatever it takes to deliver results that could help someone. That's what was going through my head. So I devoted myself to research. My task was to research Zicterium, and my job was to break down and analyze the poison. This was something that Isaac had directly suggested that I should do. The data extracted from such studies could benefit future research. Now is the time for perseverance, he told me. It made me happy. I was so sure that everyone had abandoned me. He said that he had the support of the Queen Victoria as well, and meeting with him was so encouraging. I was so proud to be doing something again. I didn't even know what my research was really going towards. When the war with the vampires broke out, I heard through rumor what the planned purpose of the Zicterium I created was going to be used for. A weapon. I couldn't believe my ears. At first, I couldn't accept it. I approached the Queen right away. Using Zicterium as a weapon could cause irreparable loss, and take an enormous number of lives. She met with me, and after listening to everything I had to say, she said that she would accept my recommendation. But she still wanted me to continue my research on Zicterium. She believed the research would lead to a new path for humanity. That's what she said.
Sure is.
And I believed her. Such a fucking bitch. And I was just fooled. All I thought about was my research, and I knew nothing of the workings of the world. When I found out that Zicterium was to be put into use for a war, I was dumbfounded. And furious. I was angry at Isaac, Victoria, the government, and most of all myself, for being so ignorant and foolish as to believe them. I had let them deceive me so easily into creating a murder weapon for them. I used my credentials as the lead researcher to rush to where the weapon was going to be used. I thought there was still a chance for me to put a stop to it. But it was too late.
Oh, sad CG.
What I saw there was hell. Mothers protecting their children, children clinging to their parents. Men and women, children and adults. It didn't matter who they were all equally dead. Their faces in grimaces of agony, lying helplessly on the ground. What is this? How stupid could I have been? What was I thinking being so proud to be part of this research? Research to help humanity? Is that what this is? This isn't what I wanted to do. Not at all. No. I didn't want this. It's not my fault. These words spilled from my mind as unstoppable as a flood. My eyes turned to the body lying before me, and our eyes met. I felt like he was calling out to me for help. Forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This isn't... I ran from it all. Might have tried to stop Zicterium from being used as a weapon again. Or demanded responsibility from the Queen. I could have fought, I could have done something. Anything. But I was too afraid and ran. I was just trembling, unable to face what I had done. Zicterium continued to play a large role during the Vampire War, and many vampires felt that deadly poison. Many lives were lost because of my research was abused. After a while, I found out that the government was storing copious amounts of Victorium, preparing for some kind of contingency. They're going to use it for murder again someday. That's when I came to a decision. I decided that I would rid the world of any Zicterium that remains in this world with my own 2 hands. I made that my mission. I'd heard, though only through rumor, that Isaac was experimenting with homunculi.
He looks down now as he speaks.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, wow.
He's looking down.
Dang.
That's why when I'm...
Oh my god.
To fill your dark soul with light.
That's why when I met you and saw the Horogolium in your chest, I made the connection right away.
I thought you said hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up. Wait a minute. The Horologium would never have existed if it hadn't been for Zicterium. That's why there's poison in you. And the poison will become terribly powerful in a mere 9 hours.
More like 8.5 now.
Yeah, whatever. And that pain you're suffering until now, and all the pain you will suffer for the rest of your life, it's all my fault.
Victor's voice and hands are both shaking.
My intention wasn't to save you. It was to save myself. By curing you, I wanted to escape from the crimes of my past.
He looks at me with wavering eyes, barely able to contain the intensity of his emotions.
I'm a despicable coward.
Victor. Well, what are we gonna say to Victor?
Fuck, I don't have enough points.
No!
Yeah. You got it. Oh my god.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Macho, what do you want to say?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You have chosen the CG selection.
whoa.
We could have missed this, I think. Thank you, Victor.
Huh? I haven't done anything to deserve your thanks. My evil experiments were being used to create the poison within you. Why would you thank me?
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. I'm alive because he created Zicterium. That's a fact that can't be denied. I'm so happy that I've had the life I've had lived up to today. I'm happy to have met you and spent time with you. Your research did create the terrible weapon, but still, it's thanks to you that I'm even alive.
Ajrak.
So, thank you, Victor. Victor trembles.
I
I continue to embrace him, wrapping him up, trembles and all.
thank you, Adrak.
Victor had probably been hating himself this whole time. He ran away once, and ever since then, he's continued to face his past mistakes. He was hurt and has suffered, but he's still trying to take a stand against it all once again. And I want to stay by his side. He gave me a chance at life, this kind and timid yet utterly courageous person. I'm going to fight it until the end. Then, I don't know how much time has passed. Probably a good chunk of my time. Victor pulls himself away from me and looks at me with determination in his eyes.
I'll say it again, Adrak. I will save you, no matter what.
He grips my hands firmly.
I wonder when it was that you became so precious to me. I feel like whatever I've been looking for ever since I ran away 2 years ago is within you. I won't let them get away with terrorism. I'm going to get that poison out of you, and I will find a way.
Victor's eyes gleam with conviction and a strong desire to make amends for his past. So strong that he wouldn't think twice about sacrificing his life to get what he wants. Victor, getting nervous based on the last 2 routes we've been on. I'm getting nervous. I feel that it's a very sad thing. Victor is held captive by his guilt, and what's worse, he wants to be held captive by it and continue to suffer. Well, we have 8 hours left, boys.
Only an hour?
Wow.
We're talking for a while. 8 hours remaining.
Beep. 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 Beep.
Shortly before the exchange with Victor.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Van Helsing's here.
Whoa.
This is the place.
The sunset dyes the city with its colors. Van Helsing looks up at the red-tinted walls of the mansion.
Let's hope that the clues concerning Zicturnium can be pieced together.
This was such an ordinary residential area. His research was such a big deal, but he lives in a place like this? That's kind of lame.
If you want to hide a tree, the best place it is. Place to put it is in the forest. An
This is a
ordinary place.
road.
An ordinary. Oh God. Wow. An ordinary place attracts less attention than a special one. This person was involved.
Oh my god.
Hold on. This person was involved with Exterium.
I understand how you feel, but do try to hold back.
You'll never understand.
That wasn't me.
I know. Don't you give me orders.
Ellipses. There's no response. He could be out or perhaps asleep.
This is odd. Could you explain that? This door doesn't appear to have been opened in some time.
There's a faint layer of dirt underneath the door, and the ground beneath their feet is undisturbed. For those with trained eyes, it's easy to tell when a person passes by and what type of build they have from small traces. However, there are no such traces here.
Huh. Could that mean that he's moved somewhere else and doesn't live here anymore?
Or he could be in a state that prevents him from leaving his house.
Ellipses. There's 2 vampires here. Whoa.
Whoa!
We'll have to check. Van Helsing, I'm going to unlock the door, so move out of the way.
No. We don't have any time to waste. Shooting Lupin.
Whoa! Well,
Whoa!
Van Helsing misses completely and fires a shotgun out the door. The doorknob is replaced with a gaping hole in the wood.
Whoa, gaping.
Gaping wood hole. Ah, I counted on missing. Let's go.
Wowza! Such violence.
Van Helsing's getting desperate.
Don't make me try to shoot again. The same could be said about all of us. Now, let's go. Then I fired again. Then I missed.
Van Helsing realizes what happened as soon as he sets foot in the mansion. He knows the smell very well. A nostalgic yet extremely unpleasant aroma. Van Helsing opens the door leading further inside and finds a man sprawled on the floor. Dark red-black blood sticks to the floor and parts of the wall.
It looks like he's dead, and he's been that way for some time. It would seem.
Saint Germain enters with a snide remark.
He's been shot through the head with the gun. Everything here points to a suicide. Sewer slide.
Why would he kill himself?
From what I can gather, he somehow found out that the research he is involved in ended up taking the lives of many. The guilt was so immense that he couldn't stand the pain any longer. That isn't how I interpreted this.
He chose death to escape from guilt.
This man is yet another victim of the vampire war.
They split up and look through different sections of the house until nightfall. They look through the documents and books they can find, and even read all the handwritten notes in the shelves. Most of what they find is worthless, having nothing to do with Dicterium, but...
What's this?
As they're going about their search, Van Helsing discovers something written on a scrap of parchment. He slowly picks it up and focuses on what is written there. I ran away. This burden of sin weighed on me and I could not continue to fight.
Why did that have the Star Wars text crawl? Oh,
To
there's
you
more.
who finds this note, I wouldn't mind if you left my body here in this place to rot. But if you have a shred of courage, which is the magic that turns dreams into reality,
No!
please take up the fight against the enemy as I was unable to face. It may be impossible to believe this, but something terrible's been brewing under the order of Queen Victoria, God rest her soul. A world war, triggered by large-scale chemical attacks for many European countries. There's also rumors she's inciting all citizens towards war, while keeping quiet about all opposition. Anyway, peace out, boys. I'm out of here. Deuces. Bye, Thomas. Love you, boo. He reads it thoroughly, committing every word to memory. Then, his eyes grow wide in surprise as he nears the end. Oh shit, I got more to write. Yeah, terrorism will soon begin in London and blame will be placed upon an agent sent in by certain European countries. The first event will be a small attack in Buckingham Palace and eventually shift to focus on the citizens. They'll start the outer wall, London. Poor area town will be, you know, it's gonna fucking die.
It's going down.
It's going down in the poor district.
Oh,
Also,
really?
have you heard about dating apps?
This is bad.
Van Helsing stuffs the note in his pocket and runs from the room.
Hey, Van Helsing, what is it? What happened?
The pamphlet on dating apps. Victoria's the next target in this, or Victoria's next target is the poor area of London, Baltimore.
Isn't that always her target?
Yeah.
Gentrification and shit?
Oh, sometimes the other countries' poor areas that are the target. To make matters worse, the location of the attack is extremely close to your hideout.
Huh? That means the two we left behind are in danger.
Everyone grows pale, impy suggestion, and they follow after Van Helsing.
More pale than they usually are?
Then, oh, as they exit the mansion, the distant sound of an explosion thunders through the city. He's just like sitting in the corner, like, oh. Ah, fuck. Ugh. I don't know what happened. An intense jolt threw me off the bed and caused me to slam against the floor. A few seconds later,
What was that? What just happened?
What is it? Smoke!
I hear voices of confusion and fear from outside.
Adric, are you okay?
I'm fine, probably. I tell him this so I don't feel completely well and my body is heavy as I stand up. Then faintly, a very slight sweet scent drifts into my nose. What's the smell?
No.
Victor suddenly covers my nose and mouth. Ugh. His hand is going to melt. I reflexively try to lash out at him and get him away, but Victor has a firm hold on me.
These gloves are the same material as your clothes. It's fine. Just don't breathe any of the smoke. I'm sure it's Zicterium. Things aren't hopeless yet. We've got to get away from here. Let's go.
Victor lets go of me and I use my sleeve to mask my face. I follow him out into the street where the city is in a panic. Most people are trying to escape the spreading gas, running every which way. However, some are concerned for their loved ones trapped in the smoke. Or are perhaps trying to loot houses in the midst of the chaos and are trying to attempt to go into the cloud. But, after spending some time in the gas, they silently writhe in agony and fall down.
Everybody run. This smoke is poison gas. Please, run upwind.
Victor's shouts are drowned out by the screams of the panicked crowd.
Damn it. It's no use. Adric, can you walk on your own?
I don't realize it until he asks me. For some odd reason, although I'd been feeling tired a moment ago, I now feel much better. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Good. You run up ahead. Just go upwind. I'll catch right up away. What?
you want me to leave you here? What are you gonna do?
I'll stay behind and try to reduce the casualties. There are countermeasures to the gas. I won't die that easily.
No, wait. Without thinking, I grab his arm as he tries to leave.
I'm sorry. When it comes to Zicterium, I just can't stand by and pretend not to see it anymore.
Victor pulls himself free from my hand and begins to run. He helps people as they are about to be enveloped by billowing smoke and calls out to them to run. Victor, are we gonna run or don't run?
I feel like one of those we might die.
What gives you that impression?
This point is made us buy the same shit we're made of.
We have to go.
Yeah, it's fine. Why
You're
would you
saying
think
we
we'll
have
die?
to go upwind? I don't believe you. This stuff smells great. No way.
I can smell everything. Well,
But
yeah, so are we gonna run or not run? You wanna use the channel point redemption to do it, and if not, Revy?
We are going to not run.
We're walking in the hallways.
Stand in the smoke.
We are not running. Good choice, by the way. Not running.
Thank you.
I run up to Victor right away.
Oh, she still ran.
Wait, you already ran. You failed.
No.
No, wait.
London just explodes.
Yeah.
What? Why did you come back? You know it's too dangerous to be here.
You're in just as much danger.
Ow! There's the explosion. Now the smoke. What's going on?
The man
by
trips
the
and falls as the smoke rushes forth, about to engulf him.
Yeah?
I run to the man before Victor can reach him and pull him away from the gas cloud. This way.
Whoa! Who are you?
The smoke is going to kill you. Run upwind.
I am going to kill you.
Kill? A win? Got it.
See, it talks. Run away from it.
Get away.
After watching the man run off, I returned back and looked
I
at
can
Victor.
run like the wind.
I'm not going to leave. No matter what you say, I'm going to help you. What should I do? Victor falls silent for a moment, then releases a short sigh.
I want you to go around to the buildings in the vicinity and give people directions to escape upwind of the gas.
All right, what about you?
I'm going to assist anyone who falls behind. I don't ever want to relive those nightmares from the war.
We split up then and do what we can to help people before the gas reaches them. Some people stay to lend a hand, despite the danger. Hurry, just run! Strangely, I don't feel myself getting worse at all. I actually feel more full of energy. On the other hand, Victor seems to be doing worse and worse.
Damn it. I can't keep going.
He may be an expert on dicterium, but he is careful not to inhale any of the gas. There is a limit to how much he can take. It's impossible that he could just be surrounded by poisonous fumes and remain completely unaffected. Eventually, the gas cloud subsides and officers from Scotland Yard arrive in droves. We quietly leave the area behind.
We need to go back. There may still be people that need help.
Don't push yourself. You can't help anyone in your current condition. Victor looks down in frustration and looks up at me questioningly.
And you feel fine?
Yeah, didn't inhale any of the gas thanks to your instructions.
That's impossible. We were surrounded by the poisonous cloud. There's no way that it couldn't have affected you. What's more, you weren't feeling well to begin with.
You're right, but I do feel like I've recovered a bit, though. Wonder why.
Recovered? You mean the horologium's transformation came to a stop? No, wait. Could it be?
Victor picks up a nearby rock and begins writing some kind of formula on the ground with furious speed. What's the matter, Victor?
Hold on. I almost got it. Almost.
It's done in a matter of minutes. In that short time, he continues to jotting a number of mathematical and chemical equations without stopping for rest once. And then...
That's it? I get it now. Why couldn't I see something so simple?
His writing hand comes to an abrupt stop.
I understand. It makes sense now.
What is it? Oh! Whoa!
Fighting poison with poison. They react to one another, creating a unique chemical compound and canceling each other out.
I can't see your eyes anymore. You're scaring me. Victor grabs my shoulders and pulls my face close to his. I'm not sure what you're...
Oh, it's sorry. I couldn't help it.
Victor quickly backs off, but he has a sparkle in his eye and on his glasses.
I can stop the horologium's transformation. I can save you.
What?
The remedy for your condition is Zicterium.
Really?
Yes, really. It's too late to start making more, but...
But if we can find the Zicterium that Finis hid away...
Yes, you'll be saved.
Victor's smile is huge, but the next moment his face freezes. What's the matter, Victor?
Why? Why at a time like this?
I look around. I look
Oh my
around to
God.
see what he's reacting to. Oh no! Oh god, they're in reverse. Several Twilight soldiers have appeared from the darkness, surrounding us in a tight formation, each reversed and unreversed. Time limit 7 hours remaining. 7 hours remaining. Victoria looks down at a pocket watch similar to the one she gave to Adrak and quietly takes a breath.
Oh, the impoverished district should be in a panic by now. Just a small amount of the sectarium creates unfathomable fear. It hasn't changed one bit since the Vampire War. It's like the weapon of the devil himself. Don't you agree, Leonhardt?
As you say.
Yeah.
That's right. A second terrorist attack after the incident at the palace. I'm sure fear has been burned into the people's minds.
She looks down at her nails and speaks nonchalantly in a calm voice.
If one tragedy occurs, people easily forget it as a thing of the past. But if the same thing happens multiple times, they start to become cautious, expecting the next, and are moved by fear. If I can direct that fear, there won't be anyone who oppose the war.
She continues speaking as if simply airing her thoughts.
We'll recreate the same incidents in the capitals of each European nation. We'll have them blame its attacks on Britain, and in Britain we'll publicize that a continental spy was responsible. That would inflame a war in no time. We shall use Icterium and the poison from the Horror to shower the entirety of Europe in fear. In the end, through our overwhelming military strength, all shall come under the glorious rule of the British Empire. That is the only way we can exert control of this situation without sinking the world into a protracted war. Isn't that right, Leonhard? Just say yes.
That's horrible!
No, wrong thing.
Horrible!
No, not insane.
Horrible! You're an irredeemable monster!
As a humanitarian, it would be difficult to stand by and
God.
watch this unfold. Wouldn't it, Leonhard?
What the
Just
fuck?
smile and nod.
If this is what it takes to ensure peace for us in the future.
Leonhard is struggling to hold something back as he responds. Victoria closes her eyes and she sits for some time, thinking about various subjects.
Yes, you're exactly right. Obtain the Har and Zicterium, and let us move forward with the final stages of the plan. Everything we do is for Britain and my beloved people.
The strength in her voice could come from the surety of a noble commander, or something else entirely.
Like a ghost.
Like a ghost.
Yeah.
Chapter 12. Calamity.
Oh man, I wonder if we stopped the calamity.
We're
Oh no.
Oh, thank you for the care package, Salem.
Beep, beep,
6 hours left.
beep, beep, beep.
6 hours remaining. Everyone stretch and take a drink. Are you alright? You can lean on me. Victor's face is pale as he runs beside me, and he seems to be in pain. He probably inhaled too much of the Zicterium gas.
Don't worry about me. We need to concentrate on escaping from Twilight.
We continue running, looking around cautiously as we proceed.
If we can make it to one of our rendezvous points, everyone can help us out.
I give him a slight nod. Our priority right now is to run. We run and run without stopping. After that, we're taking a rest while we hide in the shadows within the city. When Twilight had surrounded us, Victor acted quickly and used a smoke bomb. We were able to escape their clutches thanks to the explosion. I can still hear them now. But being an intelligence agency, Twilight is staffed with many capable agents. At this rate, it's surely only a matter of time before they catch up with us. Ellipses. As if he can tell what I'm thinking, Victor slowly stands up and declares.
I'll be the decoy. I want you to take advantage of my distraction to join Lupin and the others. I'll find you later.
I grab Victor's hand as he starts to turn away. Wait, Victor, I'm coming with you.
What? Why? We don't have time. You need to get to the Zicterium as soon as possible.
I gently place a finger over his lips to calm him down and shake my head. Shh, shh. Yeah, I know, I'm ready for it. If we can't find it at a time and I become awakened, I'll take my own life.
What?
I've made up my mind to do this, and I chose to stay by your side. Right now, being close to you is more important to me than anything, even more than my own life. Just as you did for me. I want to be with you. I'm not going to desert you. To me, that's the most important thing in the world.
Adric.
My heart aches when I think about you. When you smile, it makes me smile. Tell me, Victor, what is this feeling? Is this some kind of illness?
I think that emotion is what we refer to as love.
Love. I must never know love. I must live in isolation. The more I learn of love, the more I will be made to suffer. Familiar words I've heard before cross my mind, but this emotion surging inside me is pushing everything else aside. Why am I feeling this way at a time like this, when I only have 6 hours left? Or is it because it's at a time like this? I want to embrace this emotion. I tell him, Victor, I love you.
Yeah.
So very much. I don't know how to express it right, but I just love you. Victor looks surprised for a moment, then averts his eyes.
I don't have the right to be loved.
That doesn't matter. I just want to love you. Do you not want that? Victor seems about to say something, a bitter expression on his face, when there's a sound of someone clapping slowly, echoing through the alley. We turn towards the source of the sound. Oh, god damn it.
Alistair, he's already caught up.
A number of Twilight soldiers are standing on the other end of the alleyway, trapping us in.
The old division monsters piece of love. So absurd and it suits anyone. Hey, Drake, I've developed something and I have an interest in you.
No! Ew!
Ew.
No! Gross!
Oh!
No! Victor stands between Alistair and me as if to shield me from him. Thank you, by the way.
What do you intend to do with us? Do I intend? It's a question for the Queen, not me. If you don't take offense, it's part of Twilight's job to do the dirty work. However, the Queen did say that she will give you a choice. She wants you to obtain the Zicterium. If you comply, she will free you both. What? Dr. Frankenstein, it seems your friends had come across a promising lead. There was someone who had been involved in the development of a Zicterium. Twilight paid a visit to that man's home. But the information we were after had already been removed. The researchers handed out in notes. We know that the location of the Zicterium had been included in them. But with his notes gone, there is no way for us to learn where the Zicterium is.
So, you want us to get you the Zicterium instead?
Precisely. But you will be the only one taking action, Dr. Frankenstein.
What?
Look, we'll need you under our surveillance in the meantime. What? Why her? Why? We can't have you running from us again. It only makes sense to take one of you as hostage.
If you're here under the Queen's orders, then you should know in 6 more hours.
I'm very much aware. So then, we should set a time.
Alistair takes out a pocket watch and stares intently at it.
Let's see. I'll give you all 4 hours. You have that long to locate the Zicterium. I heard what you said. As long as you have Zicterium, you can save her. Correct. Either way, you should still be looking.
And if I can't obtain the Zicterium?
If that becomes the case, we shall take measures to prevent her from becoming a monster. We may have to resort to violence.
Are you going to kill her?
Leave that to your imagination.
Victor fixes Alistair with a long stare, then smiles.
You're bluffing, Alistair. You're lying to me.
Why would you think that?
Victoria doesn't want her dead. The Queen sees value in her as a weapon.
Ellipses.
That's how I know that you'll never receive orders to kill Adrak, Alistair.
I see. You do raise a good point. But unfortunately for you, I myself have absolutely no qualms about killing her.
What? Do you intend to betray the Queen?
Calling it betrayal is a bit harsh. Anyone is prone to say an accidental slip of the hand.
Thank you, Mon, for the hydrate.
You.
Alistair chuckles as he says this. What do you... What do you intend to do with the Zicterium once you have it?
No, that is none of your concern. But I suppose I could tell you that it's for the creation of a much more beautiful world.
Ah, shit, I know what you're talking about. I've lived through this before, bitch.
Have you now? Right, now, Dr. Frankenstein, the clock is ticking. Tick, tick, tick. Might I suggest that you get a move on?
If I do what you ask, what guarantee do I have that she'll be safely released?
You want a guarantee? Ha! I suppose you will just have to have faith in her value. Her value as a weapon. And that value really depends on you finding that Zicterium, a weapon that could not be controlled, has no worth. Do you understand? You have to find the Zicterium, no matter what path you choose.
Victor has no choice but to obey him. He grits his teeth, realizing the unspoken truth he is faced with. That's when a blade is suddenly pressed against my throat. Oh, God. Alistair continues speaking matter-of-factly, looking at the unwavering blade.
It's very simple. I've prepared a tracking device that I'd like you to keep with you.
Alistair holds up a tiny device that fits in the palm of his hand. He tosses it to Victor, who attaches it to his clothing.
You'll also be under surveillance, Dr. Frankenstein. If you pull anything on us, or if one of your unruly accomplices realize what is happening, or if the men keep tracking you to lose sight of you, remember that your precious doll can be broken ever so easily.
Victor glares at Alistair, his face pale. I don't know what to do. Okay, so we're gonna beg for help or reassure Victor.
We're reassuring this man.
We are reassuring this man. He got anxiety. Don't worry about me. Just don't let Twilight get their hands on the Zicterium.
But
Alistair probably intends to use the Zicterium as a weapon. Many more people will die. And you... Oh, wait.
And you will suffer.
Yeah, that. Don't let yourself repeat the nightmare from 2 years ago. You can't let that happen.
Sorry to interrupt, but what happens to you in that case? Without the Zicterium, you...
When that time comes, I'll put an end to myself. Victor glares daggers at Alistair as he speaks in a low voice.
I'll get my hands on that Zicterium, no matter what.
Don't.
But if anything happens to her... With you, with that kind of intensity. Fine. For now, we will wait patiently for you.
Victor.
Adrak, trust me. I will save you. Believe me.
Victor's face is grim.
I'll be right back. Stay safe.
His lips are trembling just a bit. He was trying to make up for his past. He was trying to destroy the Zicterium. But now, he needs to turn the very thing he was trying to eradicate into a weapon with his own hands. Because of me. I might as well. I throw myself forward, trying to pierce my own throat with a knife. But the Twilight Soldier acts quickly, and all I'm able to do is slightly melt the blade.
My, you are a handful, aren't you, young lady?
Alistair sighs, but Victor pays him no mind and turns back to me with a serious look.
Don't give up, Adrak. I haven't yet. I promise. I will come back for you.
With this, Victor runs off without so much as a look back. All I can do is simply watch him getting further away.
Beep.
And this is where we're going to end it at the 5-hour mark.
But if we end it in 2 weeks, that's going to be way more than 5 hours.
No!
No, no.
Well,
I don't even know if we have 2 weeks left of this route.
Like,
I don't
honestly, I don't
think so.
It might be next week.
Yeah.
Because
I
we're
think
really
so.
getting close.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have one chapter after we finish this one. We're like
We have to
midway
finish
through
it
this one.
tonight, or otherwise 24 hours will pass.
Oh no!
It's real time, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously it's real time. Actually, we have to keep going for the next 5 hours. Are you guys okay with that?
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
no.
Oh yeah. We'll just keep
No
going for 5
problem.
hours. Yeah. You guys can do a marathon stream, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. So, well, it's good night. All right. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Next week is possibly the last stream of this route, and that'll be interesting because this will be the shortest of the routes. The rest of them have been 4 streams.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess Victor got a short one. Yeah, let's see who we're gonna rate tonight.
And a messy one.
Huh?
And a messy one. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I can't believe Victoria, she be doing the murder.
I mean, I personally
Me
can't
too.
believe that Victor isn't the father. This is a
Oh,
shock.
I mean, it's great. It means that this route isn't throwaway worthy.
We also
Yeah.
should totally voice act a meme where it's like, you know that one meme where it's like, you can't say snack around him,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes,
but with
yes.
Leonhardt
Oh my god.
as the one who's
He can't spell. We can't.
Wow.
God, we should. All right. So, yeah, we're gonna read Maya tonight.
Yeah.
Maya is currently building something, so let's see what Maya's up to.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
SNACK.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we'll be back next week for more Victor, possibly the end of Victor's route. And after that was desperate game time.
Oh my God.
Yay.
Everyone's
That's
so
a one-off
excited for
shit,
it.
right? Yeah.
It's just a one-off. It's part 2. I don't know
I'm
how many
so
people
ready.
will do, but it's
So
only gonna be one
excited.
When
stream.
you said desperate game, I thought, oh, we're desperate for a game up. I forgot that's what that name of that game is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week at 8 p.m. Tuesdays as always. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Bye.